The pandemic ended more than 600,000 American lives and changed life for all of us. But this was in many ways all about our own personal responsibility. Yes, there were mandates and restrictions, but for the most part, the way we responded was up to us. Some of that came with inconveniences like wearing a mask, but some of it came at great cost, like being isolated from our family and friends. And until the vaccines came out, it's clear to me, by so many of you taking responsibility for your own actions, we prevented this pandemic from further overwhelming our healthcare system, closing more businesses, and claiming more lives. Because of what you did, the sacrifices you made. Now, the impact of that sacrifice, I think, remains with many of us. It does for me. I find myself, frankly, tired, strained. And I know many of you had it far worse. That then makes me wonder, how do we rejoice among the ruin? Harry Truman suggested in his speech at the end of World War II that we can celebrate the lives spared, and we should rejoice as we reclaim so much of what makes life in the United States so wonderful. But Truman added this: victory always has its burdens and its responsibilities as well as its rejoicing. We now have an obligation to come out of this committed to repair, rebuild, and move this country and world well beyond where we were even before COVID. Abraham Lincoln talked about something similar in his Gettysburg Address, where he said, "We must be dedicated to the great task remaining before us." And yes, I'm tired and I'm strained, but that's on the outer edges of my being. What I'm realizing these days, that at my core, I'm stronger than I've ever been. I've fought alongside you, and in doing so, I've worked on pushing through challenges with better perspective, adjusting the pattern of my life to maintain resilience, and I've discovered more resolve in myself than I once thought existed. And it makes me think I might have a little bit more for what lies ahead. I'll lean on Helen Keller's words here. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. That's what happened